القرآن للذكر فهل من مدكر.
Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah. In this lesson we'll be doing the words, the special words. So there are some special words in the Arabic language in which you just need to learn. There are some principle, there is one principle or two principles that you can adopt, but the easiest thing to do is that just to learn these words, and whenever you come across them, you will know how to pronounce them, inshallah. So these words are the special words which are written in a certain way, or they're pronounced in a certain way. Okay? So in Arabic, the general rule is to read words as they are written. There are, however, a small number of words which are exceptions to that rule. The only thing that a student can do is learn them and ensure they read them correctly when they occur. They are given below here. Okay, so inshallah we'll be going through each one of them. Now before we go through each one of them, if you notice that there is a sakin looking thing on each of these words, okay, so every single one of these would have a sakin apart from the last one, and I'll explain that. They have a sakin looking thing, or maybe two sakins, as you can see, two sakins which are meeting. Remember, the shadda has a sakin in the beginning for the first letter. So these are two sakins which are meeting, or there's a sakin by itself. Now these are not sakins actually, they're called the as-sifr. Okay, so they're called as-sifr, and these are the markings, and the sifr means zero. And what that means is that whenever you see the sifr in the Quran, now there are some other words, but we won't go to them because there's a specific rule for that. And inshallah in level 2, the Tajweed course, you will be looking at this one. For this sifr, for this level, this sifr, that means you do not read this letter. So whichever letter the sifr is on, you do not read it. So as you can see that this one is written as if you would say ana, ana, ana. Now if you remember well back to the rules on med, we know that if a med letter occurs and it is to be read, it will have no sakin or nothing written on it. But this has a sifr. So a sakin looking thing, diacritic mark, which is on there. Now this indicates that you will not be reading these. You will not be reading these. So instead of reading ana, you'll just read ana. Ana. So you do not read this alif. So just the alif, so the hamza and the noon with the fatha. That's all you will be reading. And the same thing applies here. Lakinna. Lakinna. Now this has a fatha on there, but there should be a diminutive med here. Lakinna, lakinna, not lakinna, not lakinna, but lakinna. Okay, so this one I'm sure you've read in some of your previous lessons, and I hope the teacher has pointed out to you if they have selected this one. And this one we don't read the waw here. We don't read this waw. It has a sifr on there. So instead of saying ulaika, they should have a med there because the hamza afterwards. But anyway, you learn that in the second course. Instead of reading ulaika, you read ulaika. So this waw will not be read. This waw will not be read. The second thing is, or the other one is mi'atun. Mi'atun, as you can say, mi'atun. Okay, or mi'ah if you're stopping. Yeah, so this alif will not be read. And this is derivative of mi'ah. So this is mi'atain or mi'ataini. Mi'ataini. You will not read this alif. Now with this one you will not read the ya. Mala'ihi, mala'ihi, mala'ihi. And this is a derivative, or the dhamir is different. Mala'ihim, mala'ihim. Don't worry about the word dhamir. I said that by mistake. So the meme has been added after the ha here. Mala'ihim or mala'ihi. You will not read this ya. And this is just naba'i. You do not read this. Okay? Naba'i. Naba'i. Coming on to here. So we can say that, for example, if there is a med letter and it has this sifr written on it or anything, a diacritic mark on it, this will not be read. Why? Because we know that in a general rule is the med letter will not have anything written on there. Okay? The natural med we're talking about. So fatha with the alif, dhamma with the waw, or a kasra with the ya. Now coming on to this second row here, what we can see is that 2 sakins meet. Okay, so 2 sakins meet. And what we can say is that the general rule is when there's 2 sakins which are meeting like this, then you will not read the first one, but it's actually the second one that you're reading. So the example is, instead of saying la sha, and then what we're going to do with this, we can't do anything. Actually, this fatha is going to this ya. So instead of just saying li sha, and then and in, it will be li shay'in, li shay'in. So this fatha is missing that first sakin, which actually is a sifr, and going to this sakin, li shay'in. Same thing applies here. You miss the first one, you go to the second one. Tay'asu, tay'asu. This is the original form of tay'asu, but it's yay'asu, yay'asu. Okay, and this one is bi'ayyikum, bi'ayyikum. So we missed this first sakin, we go to the sakin of the shadda, bi'ayyikum. Now here you can see 2 yas meeting, you missed the first one. Why? Because there's 2 sakin missing. You go to bi'aydin, bi'aydin, bi'aydin. Same thing applies here. This is لأذبحنه, لأذبحنه, لأذبحنه. So we missed this first sakin, we go to the second one. Same thing here. أفإن, أفإن. Okay, so this Hamza and the Kasra is going directly to the Noon, directly to the Noon. أفإن. So these are some exceptional words with the sifr. Now let's come to this last one here. This is a slightly different one. As you can see that there's a little diamond shape underneath this ra, or in other copies you could have a solid black dot, almost like a bold full stop, that could be underneath it. It depends on the copy of the Quran that you're reading. The important thing to consider is that this is called the rule of imala. Now imala is a specific rule generally in the science of Tajweed, which occurs in the other qira'at. Don't get confused with that right now, but there are 10 different qira'at that you can read the Quran in. We are currently learning one version of the qira'ah to make it easy for you, which is read in the majority of the world. And what this says, this imala means, is that you do not read it as a fatha. So for example, in one of the lessons we learned that this would be majaraha, majaraha, because this ra, actually this diminutive alif here is on the ra. Okay, and this ha is as normal, it's got this alif there. But because of this little diamond or the solid black dot that would be underneath this ra, this is actually read with imala, which means it's read like this. And you must practice this once you come across there with your teacher or in your recitations. This is read as majareha, majareha. So it's not a kasra, nor is a fatha sound. It's in the middle of both of them, and it's called imala. Majareha. See, if it was a kasra, it was majariha. But this is majareha. Not majariha, nor majaraha. It's majareha, majareha. So this is how you will read this. This occurs only one place in the Quran, and this is Surah Hud. So learn these well, and inshallah it will become easy for you when you come to read this in the Quran. Coming to which ones are the most common, ana is the most common, and ulaik. Ulaik is the most common, then ana. Then I would say mi'a, mi'atain mala'ihi, lakinna, lakinna. And the others occur just in a few places in the Quran, maybe even one. So learn these well, and inshallah I'll see you in the next video.
Salam Alykum. Be sure to download your free implementation workbook. We go through it step by step. All the videos correspond with it. We have laid it out very strategically so you can master Quranic Tajweed and Quranic Mastery and implement it while you go along. Okay, so be sure to download this, and it will help you on your journey. It's free to download. The link should be in the description. Assalamu alaikum. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please like this video so we know you enjoy it, as we can make more. Please write a comment and tell us what you thought about the lesson. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe now. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.